Hey, welcome. I'm about to do another Puzzle Rush survival mode challenge. Um, it's my second one of the day. First recording, forgot to turn on the mic. Absent-minded professor. All right, let's get into this. I'm going to be using the question system like I always do. All right. Well, that looks like a free couple of pieces. So why did you make that move? Threaten my queen. Problem was, must have hallucinated it was protected. It's a 100 rated puzzle, so understandable. Even I make some stupid mistakes from time to time. All right, so why'd you make that move? Well, because it exposes your queen to a bishop attack, I imagine. So seems legit. All right. Well, this direction is nutty, but this attacks my queen. That's the answer to why did you make that move. And at the end of the sequence, I don't see... Yeah, I do see an official checkmate here. So, yeah, let's go for the official checkmate. All right. Why'd you make that move? Castling your king to safety is always a good policy. So let's look at this free knight as a possibility. Not seeing anything significantly better, so let's take our free knight and move on with life. All right, why'd you make that move? Connect your rooks. Follow the opening principles. But at the same time, not paying attention to your king's safety, so this looks like a simple checkmate. All right, why did you make that move? It's black to play. What is the theme here? So where does the king escape? If we throw this check, king can't escape here. King can escape here. If king escapes here, rook is hanging, and then we take it. If king here, then we have a knight check. Is that any good? Because where does king go now? King comes back to be aggressive and attack this piece. Oi. Do we just go with the simplest thing that works, which is rook right here, and do it this way? Yep, so why'd you make that move? To allow us to checkmate. So I'm noticing the king can't escape to here. And yeah, that bishop can't defend anything. It's covering this square, so nice. We can literally do this cool move, which I think is it, because it's a kind of sweet way to protect our rook. Alrighty, so why did you make that move? It's a little cleverness there. Alright, so what does that do? Double attacks our knight. The complete problem I see with it, though, is the drawback of this move is it doesn't make any additional threats. This square is protected by the bishop. This square can't be landed onto, but I'm also looking at what are my ideas. My ideas are this queen is covering this diagonal. I have this check. Is that meaningful? Because the king can't go here and it can't go down. And there's really no way to stop this from working. Alright. Another puzzle down. Why'd you make that move? To undefend a couple of bishops. And you were in check. But I think it was because they can't take back because of this pin. All this stuff is really neat. So I'm looking at forcing moves. So we can take this bishop with a knight, putting the king in check. Can't come back because the queen is covering the square. So king also cannot come down. It's forced more into the corner. At this point, queen can simply sidestep, and at which point rook comes in to block. Or does rook take with check? No, because we're doing forcing moves, so it blocks. Then what's our follow-up? Now, what's another option? Well, we can't take here because queen takes and we're in check, and that's no fun. For a 500 something rated puzzle, this is tougher than it looks. So what's the other options? So if queen takes check, king squirts down here. Not good. Pawn here, but square is protected by both rook and pawn. Now, let's go for shortcuts. Check, check, queen across. Stop winning material. Don't be materialistic and just win the game. That seems like the direct route to success. Alright, so why did we make that move? Unclear. So no check here, no checks here. So our forcing moves are very limited. This is nasty. We're looking at some problems of our own, so we must make very forcing moves. So let's look at the bishop line. So bishop check. Where's king go? Can't go here, can't go here, must go here, or block. If blocks, bishop takes, king comes out. We're still in the low rated puzzle section, but they're really slamming us with a lot of move orders. Is this really the type of games these? Like, I don't remember doing that much calculation. Alright, but back in my day, we just moved attacking, attack, and attack. Alright. Still gotta evaluate that forcing move. I'm just wondering what my follow-up is. Huh. Now there's an interesting thing I'm looking at. So check, check, queen here, they can't take. And then we move in, but our back rank is still open, which is not checkmate. We gotta have this bishop is so involved because anything we do that doesn't win this game completely loses it on the spot. Like, all these moves are just devastating and we lose the game. So we gotta go here. Now what do we do is the question. Because I'm not... Like, this is super unclear to me. Oh, we promote. Freaking Tardo. Alright. That's... that is something. Why'd you make that move? Well, we gotta take stuff. But I noticed while our knight is in trouble, a rook is in trouble. And while a threat to our queen is pretty righteous, it's not all that strong simply from here. But I am focused on this whole battery that's going on here, because if this takes back at all with the knight after this capture, we come slamming through. And we're winning the stuffs. So I think this is the move. Alright. So why'd you make that move? We're kind of got their queen attacking our both of our stuffs. So takes. I mean, doesn't make sense. You gotta capture my queen back, at which point I'm taking this. So I think I'm just up a rook exchange at the end of the day. So takes. Thank you much. Alright. Why'd you make that move? You want to promote? Fair enough. Do I have a checkmate here? Because this square is covered by the knight. Thingy comes in here. Knight comes up here. Wins game. Because I don't have to stop this. I've got a lot of forcing moves to make. So here. Alright. Why'd you make that move? You were in check. I've seen this puzzle before. I think it's just queen over, protecting this pawn by being in line with it. King can't come over. Knight blocks check. Queen takes check. Matey seems like the answer. Right? Didn't account for that, so we can just no. Yeah, this is less clear than it was a moment ago. So when we take, they take back, we've somehow magic into a queen trade. That doesn't seem all that great. So what else are you looking for? Should have looked at this a lot more closely before I would leaped into it. Oh, pin. Fancy pants. Alright. Yeah. Holy smokes. Just a win material puzzle. Alright. Why did you make that move? Castling. Immediate looking. Can I win some materials here? So knight takes, open and expose. So immediately looking at this, because this piece will be hanging. But it will open an attack on this piece. This piece takes. if this takes, we take here. So pawn potentially taking there. Must take because this opens a threat on the queen. And then we will win this piece. All right. All right, so this gets fancy. Takes. Because why'd you make that move? To make life a real pain in the butt. Yeah, because it's unclear. Because we could do like some sack here. King must take. Go here. King goes back, and we gave away our queen for a check. Seems pretty bad trade. However, this is interesting because this take, it's an interesting tactical puzzle because now we go here and then we walk our king into the corner. So nice, sweet series of moves. God dang, what the hell was that? Oh, game. I see a pin going on here, followed by some nastiness. So why'd you make that move? Not super clear why they made that move yet. Because sometimes you make moves. So I'm looking at this. Check. Knight cannot capture back because of the pin. King can go here or here. When king goes there or there, then what? So we come up here, and then king comes out here, and we did it all for the knight, and left our king all by his lonesome for this check, followed by him eat. Any other options here? So what's this look like? King over or down? Well, then we have the option to go here, throwing another check, and then they're forced into the corner. And then we... what? Come over, I think we go over to here, further into the corner, take knight, checkmate. Yeah, that seems like the series of moves. All right. The thought process of a maniac. All right. So, again, check, eat, win. Okay. Why'd you make that move? Because I want to trade rooks. I want to leave a bishop unprotected. Takes, queen takes bishop. So takes, queen takes free bishop. Their queen's on light square, can't do things it likes. Knight check, pawn takes, eats. Also pinning this against a win because this bishop. So yeah, seems like this is all good stuff here. Right, why'd you make that move? Tax my queen. that a move? Does it matter? This check seems relevant. Takes. We traded rooks. No. Wrong sequence. Because I see potential checkmate here. So check, takes, check. Where you going, Kingy Poo? Bishop block. Rook takes. King check mated. Yeah, seems legit. All right, let's go. Oh. Ooh, fanciness. All right. So do we take with check? Take back and win all the rooks instead? That was a line I hadn't considered. Like, you never have to take back. We're only in the 1024 range. Holy cow, they have such high expectations of us low-rated players, of which I'm in that category. All right, so how does this look? Without giving away the farm. So check. Now they've got some escape squares, but they also just have the take back. Do we take back here, but then they take our queen, or do we just freaking do the thing after they take? We just take and call it good and ask their rook what it wants to do with its life. Seems like that's the order of operations. So check, check, eat. Yeah, let's not lose our queen. Get all fancy. So, why did you make that move? This nasty thing, 'cause that. Well, what allows us to get out of more nasty things? Nastier things. So, what's a really nasty thing we can do? You got forcing moves like checks. When takes, what do they take back with? Most likely lowest cost piece. Allowing us to take back with lowest cost piece. Now, that sequence seems fantastic, but is there better? This is a much harder puzzle to figure out. Because of this pin, things are tricky. So if rook takes, queens eat. Rook takes a rook. 6 points and 9 points. Not fair. Nothing looks good after that. This piece is unprotected. So do we win any material at the end of this? So let's look at the check. This takes, thank you, takes 4 points for 5 points, but then opening this up, we don't have a check. Do we have anything along this diagonal? Is there a way to just simply do worse things to our opponent? This is super, super, super unclear. There's got to be something more here. Like we could give up a rook. Can we win more material than a rook is worth at the end of it all? That seemed like a really, really, really strong move. So 1 point. Bishop takes 4 points. Bishop takes queen. 5 plus 9 is 9. 9 points of material. Now we're down. 9 plus 5 is 14 points of material. Like, is this some puzzle where we're just meant to lose all of our stuff? That doesn't seem logical. Chess is supposed to be a logical game. So what was the drawback of this move? Every move has a drawback. Every move has a drawback. Man, that's a hard question to answer here when all your stuff... Like, this feels great when it happens, when you're the one giving this. So just a simple answer here. Let's just check. And then we just can't move out of the way or we lose the queen. Is that a big deal? Is there a way to check me? I don't think so. 'Cause this is... Huh. Well, we got plenty of time. That's what I like about these. They force you to think. So, you want my rook? Or you want my queen? So if we take with the rook, they take here. We take their rook. They take back with the queen. None of this seems freaking good. So much calculation. Alright, and you're probably yelling at your monitor going, it's so simple, you idiot. But when you're the one under pressure, it's always easy to lose sight of the obvious. So what happens if I just let them take that rook? Like, I really do need to understand what the drawback is of their move. Like, no move is 100% perfect. It did something negative for them. Like, they have stuff loose all over the board too. Like, can we work? Here's the key. Can we win more stuff than they can win from us? And I think the answer is yes, we can. Because we have this pin that we can implement right now. And our piece is guarded. We take this with a check. It gives us a tempo back to do that funky capture right here. So I think we let it go. Yep. And now things are looking good. We just make our trade. So there you go. Problem solved. Why'd you make that move? Because you're a jerk. Alright. So, are there any threats? Yes. Our expensive piece is under attack. Can we get out of it? Yep. How? Can take back there. Take with the pawn. What's the drawbacks? Can they sack this rook? Well, we got this piece, this thingy hanging. How do we get all the things we want to have? Do we care? Like, one plan looks like check, and then all of a sudden Kingy Poo's not feeling so good anymore. His tummy aches. So let's calculate that mess out. Just because there's a pawn in your king's grill doesn't make it bad. Because we have this check. King can't go down, they can't go over, so they must go here or here. Only two options. Queen jumps up here. King comes back. Queen goes here. Check mate. Alrighty. Why'd you make that move there, fellow? Alright. You want to get sneaky pants on me and move your pawns in? Yes, I do. Now, we don't want to give material away, so how do we... What's the answer to these endgame problems? It's black to move. White made their move, their rook. They want to keep guarding this pawn. I want to promote the pawn. How can I promote the pawn? Oh, I don't know. Alright, what's this stuff look like? So if I push the pawn, they take the pawn, can't do jack with the pawn. Push the pawn, they take the pawn, I move up, I block it, they move down, help it. We move over, check them. They come eat our pawn when we can't make a forcing move. Alright, thinking hard. We spent a lot of time on that last puzzle. Should spend some time on this puzzle. Like, do we give up? And by give up, I mean give up on promoting that pawn. Is there something else we can do? Yes, there is, sir. Yes, there is. So here's a plan. They can't take. We're tactically protecting this pawn. Because if they do take, there's a check coming. So we go over to here, we check, and then we win this big boy. Suck it down. Why'd you make that move? Because your king's in trouble. So, how do we win stuffs? I think at the end of a nasty set of exchanges, we can potentially be up a rook ahead of this entire game. Because I'm looking at bishop takes, rook takes, pin takes, rook takes. We're up material. Got this passer to deal with, but down, promos, takes. Any other combination that happens, plus we got that check at the end of the whole thing. So I think it starts with this, takes the, oh mother, I guess I could have gone up, take with check. I know that was the answer to the puzzle. I might have done the wrong order. Blast. Alright, white to move. King is in a pickle. This guy's pinned. But there's this check, and they can't go here, it can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. Is this just a one move checkmate? Seems like it. Yeah, sure. Alright. It's amazing I used to get to 29 on these. So you want to trade a rook for a bishop. sure. Is there anything better? Because this looks like one of those fancy mating puzzles where like takes, rook check, can't go here, can't go back because everything's bad for you. Any way to block that? Nope, because the checks don't come from there. Very good puzzle. Why'd you make that move? Because of this pin. I get in this one all the time. But you should have made a forcing move. Because does this idea work? Or how about... Feels like I've been here before. Alright, so let's talk our ideas out. Why'd you make that move? You want to checkmate me. Can you checkmate me? Seems plausible. But you're pinned to this checkmate, and you've got a back rank issue yourself. So I win a rook and go on to win the game because I can see the future. So takes, rook takes back, must, or you lose game. Pawn takes queen. We're 2 rooks to a rook. Bishop down some pawns, but like you still got the back rank issues to deal with, and I don't. So yeah, eat it, suck it down. All right. Why did you make that move? Because you're annoying. Always have been. Are there any threats? Well, the most obvious being this check, but then we just deal with it by getting in front of it. And experience tells me that that is some of the most annoying crap to have to deal with when everything's protected outside of that. Because now your pawn is literally stopping you from getting everything in. Now, with all that nonsense going on, I see we have this idea. Because free stuff. Is there anything better? Can we win more stuff? Doesn't matter to win more stuff. Winning stuff is stuff. I mean, the king's pretty dang safe. Every major piece is on the back rank. Our back rank's pretty solid too. And again, this move is just doesn't have that much teeth to me. How do they respond to this move? Do they bring in more stuff and threaten this move? They can, but then we just push. However, then this starts to hurt a little bit. But honestly, rook takes. And again, I'm not seeing how do they get in. And we're just up material at this point. There's no way to attack my queen. Nothing tactical after that. So I don't think I need to respond to this threat immediately. And can just win the material. Yep, like I said, this was kind of the line I was looking at. Alright, why'd you make that move? You are very concerned about my checkmating ideas, but I immediately see there's a check here. Bishop takes, queen takes this rook. Is there better? Because, like, they're making me feel like they're giving me a softball here. My suit was torn. Alright. So, again, I mean, this check and winning the rook for a knight, but then they get and the pawn's protected. Like, is there a way I can get in here and checkmate them? Like, is this just an idea? Like, hey, let's completely trash your pawn structure. Because if you take, there's some thoughts. No, this wasn't a thought. I was clicking the mouse. All right, so we have this idea. Tactically protecting our material. Then making and then we push the pawn up. King takes. Is queen in any position to checkmate? Not really. Holy crap. So I'm still, like, what other ideas are there? Okay, this bishop is up here too. So that's another thing to consider because we do have a big mating act going on here. So takes. I don't have to win the rook. Do I want to win the rook? I don't know. I mean, winning the game is how you kind of win the game. Thanks, Captain Obvious. All right. Takes with pawn, takes with bishop, takes with knight check. Cool. There. What a nightmare. All right, let's sit and look at this until we got it figured out. Because the most, like, are there any threats? Their only threat is this. And do I need to be scared of that? Because I do have this tactic of just taking this pawn. And I still have the ideas of winning this with a knight check after I win that pawn. But what's the follow-up after that? Like, do I push, like, this knight is stuck here. It's being annoying as hell. Maybe they just want us to win that rook for a cheap trade. I don't know. Going for it. Like, I can just win this too. And then go for this. But then they just move. They move and they start making threats of their own. So, I don't know. Fretted over that one longer than I probably needed to. All right. So why'd you make that move? You were in check. Why didn't you take my knight? Is there some tactic I missed? I don't know. Sometimes these puzzles make no damn sense to me whatsoever. Alright, so what's the idea? Well, I can't go here. That's kind of nonsense. This is here. How did we get in these positions? Like, this is a 1500 something puzzle. And it's white to move. And black, like, what the hell's going on with this game? Like, every freaking piece is just sitting here floated. How did we get to this point? I'd love to see the move order. Because what happens when the queen takes back the knight? I mean, then I guess the queen takes back the bishop, so they want to maintain all the tension on the board. So takes, queen takes, blah, blah, blah. Fork at the end of that sequence. Us being down a complete queen and nothing to show for it. Seems stupid. So the line I'm looking at was queen takes. Derp, derp. This. Knight forks both your queen. Haha, got you. Come checkmate me, please. Seems real crappy. So yeah, it's not clear what we're doing here with our time. Like, this is the most nonsense position I've freaking seen forever. So what are some simple ideas? Oh, is there anything simple in this thing? It looks like every piece is just like in the worst possible place it could land in. Like, hey, here's a forcing move. And then, okay, I'll take it, thank you. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Alright. Oh, big explosion outside my house. They always blast around here. I don't know if that rumble came across, but it's always interesting. Alright, well, let's get back to this game. What are the threats? Well, this seems back-breaking. Followed by this, queen coming in to eat. Yeah, the whole position starts to fall apart. White to not lose. Like, is there something? Like, the simplest thing that works isn't so simple. So there's a check here, but then this bishop just eats it. Thank you very much for that rook. We enjoyed it. Send more rooks. Like, gotta deal with this. Do I have to deal with this? Because I don't think I can win on the spot. And I know, stop yelling at your monitor. It's so obvious. Again, I'm not a high-rated player. We're starting to get up into my upper range of capabilities. So one of the forcing moves I can see in this position is check, takes, queen takes check. King can't go here anymore. Pawn goes here. Queen takes check. Still can't go over here. King must go up here. Rook comes here because we are magically protecting it. Yeah, I mean, that's the only resource I can see in this position, is just give up some material. Holy crap, what a bizarro position. But I gotta think unconventionally, because I need forcing moves. And I found them. So queen here. Nope. How about knight takes? What are some other ideas here? So I need them. Got my queen out of jeopardy, but this knight protecting that square is a nuisance. Is this a nutty forcing move? What happens when we get it? Well, we have this check. Having this, but is it even more clear than that? So now we take here, check, pawn takes, queen, there's king headed this way, protect that rook. Okay, I'm going over here. No, because this is no longer protected. Take this, check. Bishop eats. That's not good. In fact, this whole knight sequence just starts with a not so good. because bishop protecting this stupid square. Oh, is there more going on here? So let's look at some more stuff. Rook takes check, knight takes check, queen takes check. Good God. How does that look at the end of it all? This is the most fantastic pile of crap I've seen in a long freaking time. Is the queen even more important to this mate puzzle than I'm estimating? So more forcing moves. Do I need more forcing moves? I don't know. These are good questions. Like, do I want to trade rooks for these things? Because, like, is this crushing attack worth it? So where's the king go? Check. Knight takes. Thank you much. Queen takes. Because this bishop is handily placed. Where does king go? Well, seems like that's a good spot. Queen can come down here. King goes back up. Win this with check. Are we just windmilling here? Is this a windmill? And we start, like, gaining material? I don't know. Let's go for it. I'm running out of ideas here. Yeah. All right. Why'd you make that move, buddy? Because check. Well, first thing I'm noticing is knight protecting this square, but it's not protecting that one. So how do we react to it? Can't go here. We're protecting our bishop. Is that just checkmate at this point? Can't go down here. Nothing can block it. Yep. My little kitty chirped. Alright, so now we have this threat. Our bishop is still between a rock and a hard place. Not really. I mean, this pawn could move. But when we do that, we pin it, and then we come in for the win. Are we winning? How's this look for a win? That doesn't look good. This pawn's hanging. How do we win? Do we go this way? Is this the way we go? That seems like a good way to go. Like right here. Knight takes, big deal. Rook goes over here. We're winning. Like, you can't do anything. Does the pawn help them out any? I don't think so. Let's go here. Now what? Didn't see that coming. Okay, I guess we go that way. Alright. Critical moments here. Critical moments. Why'd you make that move, queen? Because you want to do something to me? You got plans? You making threats? This pawn's hanging. Do I care about the pawn? This pawn's coming to promote. Yikes. Lots of threats going on here. Do I have any threats of my own? This is interesting. This bishop's really between a rock and a hard place. Is there anything that stops me from working a checkmate? Oh! My cat just clawed the shit out of me. Alright. So, can you find more value in my videos? I doubt you can. Alright, so let's calculate. Calculate. So I'm looking at this. This queen leaves this pawn unprotected. Is there any checkmate they can do to me? Like, I go here. They go, how you doing, buddy? I'm like, well, I'm doing all right. Do you want to pin me? The square is protected, so there is no entry into here, so maybe my fears are all for naught. Still this pawn to deal with. But So queen here takes. Can't do it. What other resources do they have available to them? All their pieces are in some really shite places. Like, this needs to move. Everything they got looks slow. I'm looking at all the, like, where's these bishops gonna, how is the bishop gonna help? How's that rook helping? It's not helping. It's stuck up there. Can't go anywhere. So do I just simply have this idea? Just have the ideas. Like, all the threats don't work for them. And these bishops are making things nightmarish. I mean, I'm going for it. Yeah. Like, throw all the things in the way. Don't have this check anymore. Do I have this idea? Nope. This doesn't work anymore. Does it have to work anymore? What? So why'd you make that move? Protect this square. Seems like a lot of effort to win a pawn. Give you a chance to start attacking my queen by moving your rooks around. So what other ideas are here now? Well, do I now have this threat? What happens rook here? And then queen here. Do I just take? Do I take queen here? Still no threat. Still got things to deal with here. Do we now think about rerouting the bishop, coming in here? Can't go here with the queen. Lose it. Queen, eat. Thank you for losing. So how do I win from here? Like, gotta look for ways to win. I like this square. Problem is I can't get there. Can I get here? No. King's protecting it. And again, this square is kind of, I'm locked in. But if I move this bishop here, I have this threat. No, that's not a threat. But I do have the bishop here threat at this point, and this piece is now threatened. They come over. Now I have checkmate. All right. Well, we're moving on up. So why'd you make that move? Like threatening my queen? Making her feel uncomfortable? How about a corridor mate? You want a corridor mate? We got a corridor mate here. King must take. Rook must go here. Ah. Expose the queen. Win the queen. And some more stuff. Seems good. Check, check, check. Thanks. All right, this is my new record. You're witnessing history here, folks. I'm telling you, it's freaking history. History in the making. Why'd you make that move, sir? Why'd you make it? You got a death wish? What was your idea? You wanted to surprise kittens. That's how it goes. What's this look like? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this pin? Gonna move over here to protect it, and then what are you doing? We got anything sweet going on? Let's look. Let's look hard. This is a record. This is a record. 29 was my previous record. I'm looking at this pawn. What's this do? You eat that? Do I win the game? Do I get to win? Because I take this. Can't go here. You gotta go there. I come in with a knight. You come in with check. I go up here, hide. You get this nasty threat. I don't like it. Do I have to set this up first? Like go here and then pin the knight? Do I get out of the pin? Just simply go here. All these ideas, but I gotta be mindful because there's these checks and then this thing. Whew. That's why I'm not 1722. Chess is hard. What am I gonna do? I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. Or we're gonna fail this puzzle. And then we'll have to do more puzzles. On a different day. This video is going really long. An hour. I don't like doing things for an hour. But I like winning. And I like this idea. I like this idea. Because I think we got to go here. They go here. I go here. I can't go here. Queen's still protecting it. Now what? They can't go here because Queen's protecting it. Are they out of checks? Plus we got this. But then they jump up, check, and then we're in world of pain, aren't we? So where's the plan? We got to make a move. So we go up here. Do they have a preemptive strike? No, they have. It's in their idea to. And then we got this check, and then they got to move, and then we win this piece, and then it's just checkmate. See, let's go for the simplest thing that works. I think it's here. So now they're defending. Be cool if we could get a knight to that square. Unfortunately, we can't. But it's an idea. Does our idea have to be super? Is there a way to win this hanging piece now? It's no longer, it was never protected. Any ideas? Do we just go for it? I think we do. I think we do. Oh, man. All right, let's look at what that idea was. Because I was not seeing it. And an hour is a lot of brain power to put into this. But I got a record. I'm really recordy now. All right, let's look at it. Let's bust this computer's chops. All right, so we got this idea. We know that's the plan. This is not the right idea. Interesting square, this one. Interesting square. Because we can go here. No? Like, how do we get our knight here? Like, it's Queen's pinned to protecting that. Oh! Is that it? No, we can't get there. From here. Like, the idea I was looking at was takes. And still can't get my knight here. Like, that would be super cool if we could. Like, how do we get the knight to this square? Because it's going to land on dark squares already. Like, you can't go here. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Go here. Win pawns. Not the business of winning pawns. I'm in the business of winning games. Let's just see what the experiments look like. Because, yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily want to give up rooks for... Now we got an attack on the queen. Oh, simple, you tricky little girl. Yeah. Well, you've seen it here. Let's go solve the other puzzles that I missed because I'm a bad person. This one was hard. All right. So mate and 2, mating net. I love looking at the hints when I can. All right. Got ourselves a mating net. Now the idea I was looking at last time was simply this thing. But do we just kind of snake our way? Like, let's go over here. And then we got this corner to work with. Yeah. Like, simplest thing that works. All right. And this one. All right, this was a little bit harder because I got the sequence wrong. But I think the sequence is this rook goes up. That's where the problem lies. Takes, check. Yeah, I mean, I saw this after I failed it. So now it's just a simple matter of where, you know, let's go take care of this pawn. Probably king here, I think. King here, because then we stop it from going to that square. So, yeah, clear all the arrows. King here, pawn here, eat. Yeah, I mean, start working our rook into the 7th rank. Start eating. Get behind that. Chew it up. Push them, baby. As they say in the business. Push it. Funny that works for porn too. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Glad you got to witness a new record. Feeling pretty good today. I'm going to stop playing chess while I'm ahead for today. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.